Hey everyone, let's jump right into this explainer, where we are unpacking Jonathan Colford's deeply insightful guide to York Region's top luxury real estate markets. If you've ever found yourself looking at multi-million-dollar homes and wondering why one feels like an absolute dream while another just completely falls flat despite the exact same price tag, well, you are in the right place. Today, we're going to look closely at Aurora, Newmarket, King Township, and Oak Ridges, but we're doing it through a totally different lens. Here's our quick roadmap for today. We'll start by redefining luxury, then take a tour through Aurora, Newmarket, King Township, and Oak Ridges, before wrapping up with how to match these locations to your actual lifestyle. Let's get into it. Section 1. Redefining luxury real estate. Let's flip the script on how we look at high-end purchases. So how do you measure luxury? It's funny. Most buyers, even the really savvy ones, make a critical mistake right out of the gate. They get totally blinded by massive double kitchen islands and ultra-glossy finishes, and they completely ignore the actual lifestyle the home dictates. But in York Region, those superficial numbers absolutely do not tell the whole story. Basically, true luxury isn't really about the square footage or the asking price anymore. That's the old way, a strict spreadsheet approach. The new way? It's all about lifestyle fit, your daily rhythm, and the exact type of privacy you're after. Because honestly, a stunning architectural masterpiece can turn into a literal nightmare if the commute, the school logistics, or just the basic upkeep completely clash with your family's daily routine. So you really need to evaluate any high-end property through 4 key pillars. First up, privacy. And I don't just mean planting some big trees. It's about street patterns and gate access. Second is convenience, think daily errands and family support. Third is the property type itself, like are you an estate person or an executive ravine lot person? And lastly, long-term fit. Ask yourself, will this area still work when the kids are older or as you age? You absolutely have to run every single property through this filter to make sure it serves you for the next 5 to 10 years. Moving on to Section 2, Aurora, offering what we call refined town living. Now, if you're looking for a highly polished residential feel, but you really don't want the headaches of maintaining a massive rural estate, Aurora is your mature, balanced sweet spot. We call this the refined balancer. It's perfect for buyers who want those quiet, established streets and proximity to private schools, but who still want to easily grab a coffee or hit town amenities without a 20-minute drive. What's kind of cool here is how each specific pocket in Aurora caters to a slightly different priority. Craving large, mature lots and serious privacy, Aurora Estates is your target. Got a golf obsession? The Beacon Hall area has this fantastic golf-influenced lifestyle. And if your daily logistics revolve around private education, pockets like the Hills of St. Andrew are practically designed around school boundaries. It's all about picking the pocket that matches your #1 priority. All right, Section 3, Newmarket. This is all about practical family convenience. If you're a move-up buyer, Newmarket is essentially the practical executive's dream. If your main focus is the daily rhythm of family life, established neighborhoods, and actual true community walkability, this is absolutely the spot for you. People here aren't hunting for sprawling acres of land. They want parks, convenience, and that classic Main Street charm. It's just everyday luxury that makes sense. So how does this play out on the ground? Well, you've got areas like Stonehaven-Wyndham, which offers quintessential large lot executive living, big detached homes on really established streets. Then there's the College Manor area, heavily influenced by Pickering College. And for those who love being able to walk to local dining and hit the trails, the pockets around Ferry Lake and Main Street offer an incredibly connected lifestyle. It's less about estate scale and entirely about frictionless daily livability for a busy modern family. Next up is Section 4, King Township, focusing on rural estate privacy. Our source material sums this up perfectly. Estate privacy, land, rural luxury lifestyle, and village character. King Township is hands down the heavyweight champion for anyone demanding long driveways, sweeping estate presence, and just complete peace and quiet. If your version of luxury requires literal acres between you and the neighbors, wrapped up in a charming village vibe, King Township is exactly where your search starts. But, even within King Township, you've got to pick your specific flavor of rural life. King City brings pure prestige and super easy access to major routes. Nobleton mixes a tight community feel with those gorgeous rural surroundings. Schaumburg is all about that quiet, historic village charm. And then, there's Rural King. If you're looking out there, you're stepping into equestrian corridors and agricultural influences. That means some serious due diligence on wells, septic systems, and conservation context. It's breathtaking for sure, but it requires careful planning.
Section 5 brings us to Oak Ridges, nature-connected living.
Oak Ridges offers this incredibly unique brand of luxury. We call this the nature lover. It's really for the buyer who wants a much more grounded pace of living. Instead of focusing on massive square footage, the value here relies on the tranquility of the Oak Ridges moraine, the presence of water, and endless trail systems. It's got a quieter, earthier residential feel tucked right inside the Richmond Hill area. The big magnet here is definitely the Lake Wilcox area, especially if you're chasing waterfront views and direct trail access near the community center. But, and this is a huge takeaway from our source material, buyers here need to do their homework. When you're looking at these stunning moraine-influenced pockets, you have to dig into conservation grading, tree drainage, and highly specific development rules. You're buying into nature, right? So you have to respect nature's boundaries.
All right, Section 6, matching lifestyle to location. Let's pull this all together.
Let's look at the ultimate decision matrix to match these regions to how your family actually lives day to day. If you want mature neighborhoods and private school influence without total rural isolation, Aurora is your winner. If walking to Main Street and everyday family rhythm is the priority, lock in on Newmarket. Demanding huge plots of land and equestrian space, it's King Township all the way. And if you're craving water, trails, and heavy conservation vibes, you belong in Oak Ridges. It's literally just about matching the setting to your personal rhythm. Now, before we wrap things up, the source material highlights one last, absolutely crucial element of luxury real estate: privacy. And at this level, privacy isn't just a big iron gate at the end of the driveway. It's transaction-level discretion. This means having a professional service that fiercely protects your identity, your true budget, and your timing during the entire search process. It's about strictly controlled showings and keeping sensitive info under wraps. Never underestimate the value of professional discretion when navigating these high-end markets.
I want to leave you with one final thought to chew on as you explore York Region. You know, you can find absolutely stunning architecture anywhere, but the most expensive mistake you could possibly make? Buying a beautiful home in the wrong setting. Take a hard, honest look at your daily rhythm first. Are you buying a house for the lifestyle you actually live, or the one you just think you're supposed to want? Figure that out, and the right address will naturally follow. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer.